This is 60620. Watch all social media platforms. And if you want to see some great, hit my DV art page up, and finally, some more Patreon. All right, guys, what's up? It's Crimson 60620, and I am sorry, guys. I just could not find a video for today, and I don't know what it is. I know part of the reason they've been really cracking down on cell phones at work, where it's one of those things where this week we're going to be real stringent on it. Next week we may not, and so I really haven't been able to find a video, and that's sad. Like, I really haven't been able to find a video. Going through a few of my videos, man, I tried to look up Tommy Sotomayor. He's one of those ignorant motherfuck. Like, really, dog. You just don't understand of how ignorant you are. So I've been trying to look through this. I want to actually have a video for you guys other than just me saying this motherfucker's stupid, this motherfucker is, you know, just being somewhat ignorant. I just don't know. And it's just, oh God. And I don't want to go back to the G-Man well. Fuck it, I may actually go back to the G-Man well. It's just like, it's nothing. I really want to just game and eat fucking pizza. I fucking bought cardboard. I mean, by cardboard, I mean I bought Pizza Hut pizza. I'm broke. His payday is like next week sometime. Give me a second, guys. I want to actually do one thing. Alright, try it back to studio mode. Sorry, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Also, you can use social media platforms.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, so and it's just like, I haven't been able to find shit. I guess we're gonna do this. So we're gonna make fun of G-Man. Alright, he has to fix his hat, and let's get to this so you guys can actually hear the background. I'm gonna actually do this. Put the trusty dusty $5 headphones in. Fuck, go in. There we go. Bought some new headphones from Five Below. Yay, $5 headphones. Alright, so let's also do this. Properties. And there we go. Alright, you should play through. Alright, so I'm not a failure. What is my rule, guys? If you have to tell somebody you're nice, you're generally not. He all sweaty and shit, all up in the face and shit. Nah. At least you guys hear my air conditioner, right? And let's go ahead and we gotta turn down the gain sometime. But yeah, no, still not fucking working. Fuck it. But his like, dude, I know I wear like the fucking t-shirts from Walmart, but dude, you look like crap. You like you didn't like you had a hard 12 years of life. Let's play some Dreadnought. I didn't like this game because it was too slow, so let's start playing it.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to GTV. I am G-Man, your host. And I'm going to respond to a comment that was made to me over Skype by...
Okay, I saw Drag do this video, and I was watching it in and out. Like I said, they have been pissing us off by like telling us we can't use our cell phones in between calls. So I've just been drawing more, but that's me.
A YouTuber by the name of Positively Godless. He asked me a question over Skype, and the question that he asked me was
He asked you a question. Did he ask you a question? Did he ask you a question? Let's go.
what does it feel like to be a failure? So, you know, in case a lot of you don't know, before I became a Christian, I was I was really into that positive thought, like the PMA, positive mental attitude type people. I was into like that new age stuff, you know, before I became a believer.
Wow.
So I'm fully aware.
It's almost if you traded one fantasy for another. But let's continue.
What he was attempting to do by asking me that question. So I figured I'd make a YouTube video about it, since I don't really make that many videos here on GTV to begin with. And I'm thinking about taking this channel in a different direction. So he asked me, what does it feel like to be a failure? Well, I responded to him by telling him that, number one, I'm not a failure. Have I failed at things? Well, who hasn't?
Oh my God. He said he wasn't a failure. He actually said he was a... Oh God, what the fuck is that face? He is a certified, bona fide fucking failure. Oh, that's awesome. That is fucking awesome. Let's see. I'm going to put that on the video. I'm going to put that on the video when it's done. Oh, great. I forgot how to play this game. But, let's continue. Turn down this for a second. All right, there we go. How do I fucking fly? I forgot how to fucking fly. But let's watch this,
You know what I
buddy.
mean? I'm pretty sure you had a baby that tried to get up and walk, and he fell down, and he got back up and tried to walk again, and he fell down, and at some point he finally started walking. If you're asking me, have I failed like things? Yeah, but everybody has. You're asking me, is my life a over what do you call it,
Overall, G-Man, overall.
a overall failure? No, absolutely not, because this is how you determine whether or not you're a failure. See, you have to have goals. Then you got to make sure that, I'm sorry, you have these goals and then you don't accomplish them. That is how you come to the conclusion if you're a quote unquote failure. And then on top of that, you have to quit trying to accomplish those goals. I don't have a testimony like that, so I don't know where he's getting this nonsense that I'm a failure. But it's not just him. There's a bunch of people in here saying that, G-Man's a failure. He's a failure in life. He hasn't accomplished anything. Well, the funny thing is, none of these people know me like that to be able to make a comment like that. They don't know what I did today. They don't know what I did yesterday. They don't know what I did last year. They don't know what I'm trying to accomplish now. They don't know nothing about me except for what I tell them on YouTube. They really don't. But the real question is this. The real question is this. Why would somebody ask me a question
Yes,
like that?
controls.
You see,
movement.
I may not have done good, like in certain topics in school, like some other people. So obviously, you got some people that excel at other topics than others. But I think I did pretty good in psychology. You know what I mean? And I know when a person who suffers from low self-esteem is trying to bring me down to that person's level.
G-Man, that's not how that works. That's the equivalent of somebody saying, getting your ass kicked, and you're saying, I let you win. Quite literally, man. Somebody called you a loser, and the first thing you did was act the fuck out. Because you're a loser. You're a fucking loser. And a failure at life. But let's continue.
You know what I mean? They'll say things to you to try to affect you mentally and psychologically in order to try to bring you down and make you feel lonely about yourself. Because this is from the place they're coming from. They're not coming from a place of thinking highly of themselves or coming from a place believing that they've actually done something with themselves. They want you to join them in their misery.
So what about when you talk down to certain people? It doesn't work that way? Like, you literally have videos talking down to people. But because reasons. That's what it is. Because reasons. I don't get it. But let's continue.
And I'm sorry, I can't join you there because I have too much going on in my life. I have too much that I've done in my life to actually care about what a YouTuber has to say to me regarding about what I've succeeded at and what I failed at.
And yet we're still making this video. I think the irony police are calling and saying that you're fucking under arrest. Now, I get it. It does require a response for someone to send you a private Skype message and to call you a loser and a failure. It does merit a response because that person means so much to you. No, I don't get it. But let's continue.
Like if he was here right now, right? And I sat here and I said nothing else but tell me what I failed at and why I'm a failure at life. Everything that would come out of his mouth would be based on rumors and hearsay. It would not be based on factual information.
If you tell
you're going to say that somebody's a failure in life.
If you tell somebody what's going on in life, that's not hearsay. They're repeating back to you what you fucking said. You fucking simpleton. But let's
because
continue.
they lost their jobs, and just about everybody in the country is a failure. And what's the point of even asking me a question like that? If you're gonna say people going through difficult times makes you a failure in life, then he has a lot of answering to do for his own personal life. Like, I'm just saying,
Wait,
you know,
what?
Positively Godless is not the most confident person on the net. He just isn't. But for him to sit there and to try to say that I'm a failure based on rumors and gossip just shows, you know, where he's coming from economically, where he's coming from with his education and his background and everything.
All right. So Jesus is Lord. I would suggest you, for one, take the criticism that you're giving me and just actually look into, maybe, just maybe, think of anything other than top down economics. Because here's the thing. Now, where I haven't had a economic degree, I have actually looked at a Keynesian perspective of economics. And you know what? That works real well for people. Now, if you actually have a different different assumption, then feel free to come in and give me that conversation at a later date. Right now, I'm just trying to play this shitty ass game because reasons. I want to give it another go. But let's let this man keep going.
He doesn't have a whole lot to say really about anything. But I don't consider myself to be a failure. I consider myself to be two things. I consider myself to be a work in progress. I am constantly being conformed into the image of Christ. Some areas of me is taking a little longer than others, but I believe that I'm being conformed into the image of Christ, and that's a goal of mine.
Look at here, Teach. I'm gonna say this. Your inconsistent radical behavior actually shows that, dude, you got a lot of work. Anytime you threaten people's children, threaten to dox people, or actually dox people, then you have a fucking issue. And I'm sorry, my friend. I am sorry. I think it's a mental health issue that's going on with you. But you would never actually take care of that. You would never actually address that issue because you think the doctors are the devil. But let's continue.
I want to be just like Jesus. You know what I mean? And hopefully before I die, I'll be something like him or whatever, right? Number two, I believe that,
come on, kill it.
Even though I'm
kill it with fire.
A work in progress,
all right. So the thing about being Christ-like, it requires you to actually put effort into being Christ-like. You just can't allow the Spirit to take over you and all of a sudden, bam, you're like Jesus Christ. Now, you probably want to be like Jesus Christ because that would absolve you from, personal responsibility. And even though I'm an advocate of systems and shit, I really think that there are some cases where personal responsibility actually is warranted. But let's continue.
I'm also a success as well. And one of the things that I told him over Skype, that I, typed to him and everything, is I told him that that why don't you tell me what it's like to be a failure? Because I don't consider myself to be a failure. I consider myself to be something else.
There is a belief that people who question their sanity are usually always a little bit more focused on their sanity. People who don't question it, those are the motherfuckers you need to watch out for. This motherfucker really thinks that his life so far has been a success. I don't see it. You hanging out in somebody's tent. And before that, well, we know what your idea of success was, living in a, by your own standards, a condemned house because someone said you can come live there. I don't know, man. But let's continue.
And I said to him that one of my goals was to stay relevant on YouTube for the 5 or 6 years I've been on here and whatnot, right? And I said I've been pretty successful at that since you can't stop talking about me.
Just because someone talks about you doesn't mean that they respect you. And relevant, you have what, 12,000 subscribers at most? And I'm not trying to do a dick measuring contest because his 12,000 subscribers can crush my 140 now. Thanks everybody who subscribed. But when your importance is actually taken from how many people that you influence on the internet, even not about an idea, but just about you, I don't know. I've seen, like, I know you probably don't do this, but other people who have communities, gaming, philosophy, they have as many subscribers. You're not even the top echelon of the reactionaries. But let's continue.
You see, it's not me constantly messaging these people. It's not me constantly trying to start a dialogue with them. It's them trying to start a dialogue with me. It's them trying to start a conversation with me.
It's trolling, G-Man, just like I'm doing here. I'm making fun of your stupid ass. I am. But
it's them trying to go have a back and forth with me. I'm not trying to have those things with them. So I'm really trying to figure out how I'm a failure. You know, I have several YouTubers on here keeping me relevant on a regular basis. Listen to me, I can literally...
Being relevant isn't the same as being important. A cat playing the piano is relevant. That doesn't make it important. Free Betty. Well, let's continue.
Literally stop making YouTube videos for the next 5 years because of all the video responses that's on YouTube. And my channel will continue to grow. Or let's say the internet, something happened on the internet and miraculously all Christians' channels went away. There are so many atheist video responses out there and so many different religious video responses out there that it's impossible for anybody to forget who I am or anything that I've done or what I've contributed to the great debate community.
Yes, you contributed all the lows. All of them. All the lows. Hold on, guys. Yeah. I thought as much. But, yeah, you contribute all the lows. So, let's continue.
So, no, I don't consider myself to be a failure. I consider myself to be a success. I've played my part in normalizing how to shut down the Hebrew Israelites. I played my part on normalizing how to shut down the atheist arguments. I've done my part. I've done my job with these things.
Now, notice this about him, old Saint Gary, versus spreading the word of God. Am I the only one that missed that? It's all about G-Man. It's all about what Gary Moore can do to increase his brand. And quite frankly, he would get more respect if he was to come out and say, yeah, it's about me. It's about what I want to engage in. It's about what I want to actually... I want to have an online presence. I want to minister online to millions of followers. I want to have my name in notoriety. He'll never come out and say it, but that's what he wants.
and the Lord is still using me to do these things. But to call me a failure, like I'm gonna interact with you guys in the live chat, and I'm gonna see why you guys believe I'm a failure, and hopefully somebody says something on here with a grain of education. So let's see on here. We Man says because you're a clown, G-Man. Wow. If I'm a clown, then tell me something. Is the Amazing Atheist a failure?
Yes.
He's pretty entertaining to a lot of you.
Yes.
Is the Amazing Atheist a failure?
Yes. TJ is a failure. He's a failure at a lot of shit. Here's the thing. He never takes himself seriously. And if you want to actually pay the card that you don't take yourself seriously, we have a fucking deal. If you're on here to make people laugh and be outrageous and joke about shit, we have a motherfucking deal. Let's motherfucker. If that's what you want to do on YouTube, we have a deal. But something tells me you don't want to be taken serious. You want to be taken so seriously that it hurts your fee-fees that when people don't take you seriously. But let's continue. Well, I'm finished with this pizza.
There's your problem, G-Man. Everyone tells you the truth, but you don't listen. Wow. Wow. So Wee Man, why don't you tell me some truth that they told me? You just got finished saying that I'm a failure because I'm a clown. You would call the Amazing Atheist a clown. The man stuck a banana up his behind. Would you consider him to be a failure? Pretty sure he makes quadruple what you make every year.
So, it's about money. It's about notoriety. It's about popularity. That's what it's about with G-Man. That's why he brings up the Amazing Atheist. That's why he brings up Matt Dillahunty, because Matt Dillahunty has more notoriety than G-Man. That's what it's all about. G-Man isn't some trying to win souls for Christ person. He is quite literally a fame whore. And I know that sounds suspiciously close to something else, but I'm not making that point tonight. But let's continue.
I think he makes that every month, actually. So please tell me why I'm a failure. Stop involving others. It's about you. No. There's nothing wrong with me using other people as an example to show you how ridiculous your logic is. And I also want to expose your low self-esteem, Wee Man.
Yeah, his low self-esteem. His low self-esteem, and G-Man is the one who's making videos talking about how somebody hurt his feelings on the internet. His low self-esteem. His low self-esteem is not the one that's making a 44-minute video talking about, I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure. But it's somebody else's low self-esteem. Somebody sent you a private fucking message. But no. It's somebody else's low self-esteem. But let's continue.
So the Amazing Atheist is a clown. He's one of the most popular atheists on YouTube and one of the most influential. Joe Rogan's a clown. Let me see something here. Bionic Dance is you guys got a lot of clowns in your community. Like, if you're calling me a failure, then there's a lot, and I mean there's a lot of failures in your community. Like, there's a lot if you're defining a failure as being a clown or an entertainer, because then I got to call Jim Carrey a failure. I got to call Eddie Murphy a failure.
But these people are fucking funny. And there have been other comedians / actors since the fucking 1990s. I know there's a running gag to say that your brain is stuck at that particular time, but god damn it, G-Man, stop proving them right.
There's a lot of comedians out there that I gotta call a failure. So, no disrespect, Wee Man, but I think that's shoddy logic, and I don't think you're qualified to tell me why I'm a failure, because you sound like an idiot saying what you're saying in the live chat. I have this custom made.
Wow. Almost as if he's making a graven image. Almost. Almost. G-Man wouldn't break that, what, second commandment? I don't know. It's been a while since I read the first set that were fucked up. But let's continue.
It's not a tent.
His feelings are hurt when people like you look like you live in a tent. His fucking feelings are hurt. It's like you can tell when shit bothers him because he bites his lip and actually tries to like soberly correct them. Like he's not a tit. Like this shit is hilarious. This shit is hilarious. But let's continue.
Does anybody here have a reason on why I'm a failure? Because I'm trying to figure out why Positively Godless would say something like that. And I'm pretty sure it's because he's having a really horrible day and he's suffering from acute low self-esteem. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because, like I said, anybody who's over 30 that's got a result to calling people names in order to make them feel bad about themselves has got to be suffering from low self-esteem.
And anybody that will sit back and create a fucking 45-minute, almost 45-minute YouTube video saying how the fuck you pissed off and how somebody talked about me in a private fucking message. In a private message, nonetheless. This was a private message. And you're making a YouTube video about it? That's like me telling my friend who we talk, hey, I think you said something that upset me. Let me make a YouTube fucking video. Dude, you're having a private fucking conversation. Deal with it that way. But let's continue.
And some extreme boredom because there's nothing going on in their life. You know? Let's see something here. G-Man did not fail to be in a...
Sorry guys, I was having a friend come over, so I may actually wrap this up because I don't want to talk about this, man. If I can have a conversation about other shit that people that are not failures. So I want to wrap this stream up. You're going to see me doing another stream probably in the next 30 minutes. So peace out.